Good morning, everyone.
If you don't like it, move out this weekend, Ryan.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sandy.
Okay.
Jocelyn,
Good morning.
how you doing up there? And where are you, in Sac?
Yes, I'm doing a morning walk /
Oh.
run with my daughter.
I
on the trail.
love it. There you go. Marilyn,
Hi.
Coda de Casa, I believe. Did I
Hi,
get that?
Marilyn.
Coda de Casa?
Yep.
Coda de Casa. We got Sandy and somewhere outside of Irvine. Let's see, Newport Beach. Oh, somewhere around there. I forgot. Where is it, Sandy?
Lake Forest.
Lake Forest. I will never forget that again. Isn't there a Lake Forest in Illinois too? No.
Yes, there is, and I've been there.
Ah, funny. Okay, and who's that? Jocelyn, Nirvana Gold. That's say hi to us. Hi, us. Who's this? Who's that?
Stevie coming on.
Oh, Shannon. Hey, Shannon. Where's Shannon? Where'd she go?
Oh, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Shannon.
Yes.
My daughter, when she was little, her nanny was named Shannon.
Oh,
She's our beloved. It's like her older sister. My daughter, when she was like 3, called her Shanny because Shannon the nanny.
yeah.
Like,
So Shannon is my favorite name in the whole world. If I had a girl, she would have been called Shannon Nicole.
I love that name. I love that name. I was just thinking that yesterday how much I love that name, Shannon.
Shannon, mommy.
I actually dated a guy named Shannon.
I know that was
This is
my
weird.
right to my mother when I was in first grade because it was me and then there was a boy named Shannon. So I was like, Mom, why did you have to name me a boy's name? But I grew to love it.
It was more a girl's name than a boy's name.
It's always
It
been a
is,
popular name. Everybody, and Jocelyn's running, and who's this?
Hey, Neil. Good morning.
Neil, let's see the stretch.
Yeah, ready.
Neil always does. Yasmin, Nita, Yasmin.
Oof, good morning.
Some people I may not have met personally. Julie, where'd Julie go? Julie. There was an Aaron, man. I don't think we're gonna have to be able to say.
Good morning.
Good
Good morning from Roseville. It's Julie.
Hi,
Where's-
Julie. Good
Oh,
morning.
Roseville, right there outside Sac, right?
Yep,
Nice.
headed up towards Tahoe. Yeah.
Mhm.
We have great friends in
And Jamar.
What's up?
Jamar
What's
the
up,
Star
beautiful
is
people?
on.
Hey, Jamar.
Hello. Let me get my camera
Love that
on.
voice.
There we go.
There you are.
Jamar the Star, Triple J, we call him.
Yes, sir. In the flesh. Just got back from a little mile walk. Gotta keep your body moving.
Yeah. And
Moving.
Victoria. Hey, there's Victoria. Let's see.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
Kathy Hogan. Kathy, where are you at, Kathy? Oh, we lost Kathy. Where's Kathy at? I think I know where
Nick
everybody else.
Reed. Good morning, Nick.
Nick is out of London. Yasmin is out of London.
Wow, look at you go.
Wow, international.
International. Well, that's the beauty of the Nirvana Gold platform, right? Because affiliate marketing can be anywhere in the world. Internet connection, cell phone, send someone a link or a video, and you're in business.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing. This phone, you guys, when I get calls and I got to get online, I do a lot of it from my phone.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
A mini computer.
A mini computer. Exactly. There comes Shannon. Hi, Nick. Welcome from London. Wow.
And by the way, guys, Nick is one of my coaching clients from Messenger Marketing. He's learning how to master that particular aspect of affiliate marketing. But Nick has also been a magician for nearly 30 years. So he's extremely talented with the sleight of hand, the twist of fate, all of that good stuff.
We might have to fly
See
you
that?
out.
Have you met my manager, Jamal?
The coin drop, right, Nick? Coin drop.
Nice.
My agent over there.
Yeah. So Nick, look at that. We almost got you a gig. We might have to fly you out to one of our events for Nirvana Gold.
I'll be there.
Clinton, where's Clinton?
Now,
Clinton, where are you out of?
Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Clinton, where are you out of?
I'm out of Oakland, California.
I've heard of that.
Welcome, Clinton.
And what are your awards for? Sorry to change the subject, but you have some cool awards.
Well, I'm a 30-year veteran in hip hop music. I was with a group. I'm with a group called the MOBB. We released an album in 1994 called Never Trust Them. The main song was called Summertime or Good Time. And that song went epic, you know what I'm saying? It went epic. And this gold record right here is, I received this in 2018 as a Music Icon Gold album, you know?
wow.
So, yeah. So, and then this
Congratulations.
thank you. And this is the GVL Fans Decorate next to it. And then up here is the West Coast Hip Hop Awards plaque. And this behind me is the Legends Award. So,
Nice.
and
You
I
got a
have
winner.
9 Grammy nominations for production on an artist named Symphony. I produced, her music. You know, I have so much, but you know, those are my accolades.
Nice.
Well, I wish you had a little more credibility.
Oh,
I wish you could bring a little more credibility to the deal.
well, there's more. There's more. I have a Northern California artist that won a Northern California got award, and then there have 12 in gospel that I produced, a gospel album.
That's fantastic.
That's fun. And
That's
thank you,
talent.
Clinton, for sharing. Thank you for being on the call. Clinton, we live in Santa Cruz, FYI, not far from you.
Yeah, I love Santa Cruz.
We're in Santa, the beach and boardwalk.
Yes,
We got
yes.
Jamar JJ Triple J, who's world vice champion in public speaking and many other awards. So we got some, and Shannon is not a triage nurse. What did you call it?
ER, yeah.
ER.
Yeah,
No,
ER nurse.
The
Case management.
no, the boss, the
The nursepreneur? No.
another-
No.
managing the whole ER, the
Oh, the charge nurse.
charge nurse.
Yeah,
That sounds gnarly, man.
That is amazing.
Jeez.
Wow.
And then we got Neil Crystal. He's graduate of what? Annapolis, Neil?
USNA.
USNA Annapolis, the
Yep.
Naval Academy officer. And Neil has been in sales and marketing for 40 years, a tax expert. You need tax issue. We don't want to, this isn't an ad for anybody, but he's been my tax guy for 25 years. Neil, when I first I was so poor and I went and I finally made $30,000 a year in direct selling. And I was like, whoa, I can live now. I got a life. And then it started growing. We're going to teach you. It started growing. I'm like, shit, this thing is growing, man. When I figured it out, and it started growing from $30,000 a year to over $30,000 a month. And when I met Neil, I was making $40,000 a month because I remember I made my first year. I went from $30,000 a year the next year to $480,000. And I'm a poor white guy who never dreamed about being adopted. Remember, that was the jerk. And I was like, what do I do with all this money? So I called my friend, said, you're going to need to talk to Neil. He'll help you. You guys, if you do this right, are going to need to talk to Neil in 1 to 3 years. Isn't that a great thing? We're going to show you today in 2 to 5, to be honest, 2 to 5, where you're going to need Neil bad. You're going to say, Neil, we need to talk because the taxman is going to kill me. And he just teach you how to legally, ethically shrink it so your life and lifestyle and your income become one, right?
Amen.
Your business and your lifestyle.
It's not what you make, it's what you keep.
What you know.
Yeah, and who you know, your network.
Exactly.
So Neil, thank you for being on. And we got Marilyn, who's been in the health industry and got amazing. Anthony Phillips. I rest my case, ladies and gentlemen.
He's having a party over there.
That's Anthony. He's a very depressed person.
Right?
All the time. I'm always depressing the butt.
We got Mike Porter. I'm at CEO. Oh, Matt Lindsay, CEO. Mike Porter, longtime member, CEO of Nerve Club CN. Josie Eric. We can't say hi there. We're gonna. It's already.
Just welcome everybody.
Just welcome everybody. How's that?
So for those
Love
of
and
you-
welcome. Love and
Love
welcome.
and welcome.
We're gonna have a lot of love today. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We got some great things to share with you, beginning, intermediate, advanced, so you'll all get it.
Yeah.
Some of the advanced stuff you're gonna like because you're gonna see, oh, that's what I'll be doing in a year or two.
Mhm.
And some of the advanced people, right, or quote advanced people are gonna go, oh crap, I didn't do that in the beginning. I kind of skipped some steps. And so some of you are gonna relaunch, and some of you are gonna go back and relaunch. What's the word?
Relaunch.
Good job.
Relaunch.
Have people repeat things, get them involved.
So, but let's introduce ourselves because we have new people.
Yeah, who the hell are we?
Who the hell are we? So we want to welcome you all to our Saturday Building Growing with Nirvana
Sizzle session.
Gold Sizzle Session. And why we're all here is Rich and I were invited to participate in the launch of Tom's company, because we have combined years of how many years? 48 years combined experience.
Well, 16 for
18
you, 30
years.
for me.
18 years for me, 40. So in the realm of direct sales, network marketing, MLM, whatever you want to call it, affiliate marketing, we've done, we've grown businesses around the world, globally, 8-figure income earners. And so we had a mutual friend named Pierre Boujon who knew about us and was really good friends with Tom and said, you guys have to meet because he's trying to launch his company. You guys have the experience. And so long story short, we met and we started together. We came on to help everybody who comes onto this business to give you, we spent many years learning, trying new things, failing many times, mostly, but at the end we have the experience to impart on you guys, like sort of shorten the learning curve, if you will, to skip all the things we had to go through and give you guys the pearls of wisdom, the golden nuggets to really capitalize on where we're going as a company, the Nirvana Gold Rush in cannabis, in the realm of what we're doing. So if you're here on Saturdays, this is where you're going to get your pearls of wisdom to mindset, where we're going, the vision, and then strategies and tips to really take off with what we're doing here.
Yeah, I can tell you that it was about 4.5 years before I started making money, because I didn't know what I was doing. But once I put them together, what's that?
Oh, yes, I'll do that, Jamar. I'm going to make him co-host.
Okay.
All right. No, he's going to manage the sound.
I got you.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So what happened for us, the long and short of it, for me anyway, it was about 4 years. I didn't make any money. I just went like this, and I didn't know what I was doing. And it was haphazard, and I made some money, lost some money, or made more money, less money. It was just this crazy roller coaster. And what happened when I figured it out, how to put the whole thing together, we're going to show you today. I call it the system. It's not about the products. It's not about the opportunity. It's not about it. Once you have to, there is the opportunity in the products, the vehicle, if you will. But what you've got to understand is the system. And this system works. It does anywhere in the world. We've done it in Japan, Korea, Australia, Europe, and I miss Singapore, US. Everywhere we've implemented this system, it's worked. And it only took 3 things. It took someone with a desire. It doesn't work if someone doesn't have a desire. It ain't going to work. You know that. A why, a want to, desire. The second thing, coachable. How many of you guys feel you're coachable? Okay. Nick, is that British? In England, they go, yes. James Bond. Okay. Thanks, Nick. And the third thing, so desire, coachability, and what's the third thing? I've been doing this 3. And willing to commit to the system. Whew, hello.
Willing to commit to the system.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's pretty much all it takes. So where are you going back? Can you see the whole thing? I'd rather see the whole thing.
Okay, I put a spotlight, and that's right. Okay,
Okay. So what I'd like to share today, we're going to show the beginning, the intermediate, and the advanced plan, and you'll see that you can kind of roam between the three of those. Some of you, like I said, maybe you've done this for a while and you're going to realize that maybe you skipped a few steps in the beginning. The cool thing, you go right back to the beginning and it starts all over again. Does that make sense? Okay. So where do you want to start? But, oh, if you guys have questions, go ahead and write questions in. This isn't a training for everybody to go in and put their, if you have questions, because that way we focus. Okay. Questions are good. We love questions. Please ask questions. That helps us guide. And the other thing I think is important is to congratulate you all for just showing up. I say this every Saturday. Congratulations, showing up, because 90% of success is what?
Showing up.
Showing up.
You've heard that before.
Showing up.
Showing up, man. It's like anything. What we teach karate, I do. And we tell people, they go, what's the secret to getting a black belt and being a badass? Show up. Just show up. Don't think about it. Get your gi uniform, show up, be there on time, 3 or 4 days a week for a couple of years, and you're going to be a badass. The biggest klutz in the world, my friend Joe Beck, the biggest, he can't even, I mean, he's the biggest klutz in the world. He's a PhD, so his whole head lives here. He's just this, he's got this brain on top of a body. His body can't even work. It took him 7 years to get a black belt, but we just said, Joe, just show up. It's going to take you a little longer, but is it worth it? And in this business, what if it took you 10 years to make $10,000 a month? What if it took you 10 years and you're doing it part-time, 5-10 hours a week, and it took you 3 years, 5 years, 9 years? What if it took you 10 years and after your 10th year, you had $10,000 a month and you only worked at 5 hours, 10 hours a week, part-time? Would that be cool? How many think that'd be pretty cool? Extra 10 grand, doing what you're doing this on the side in the evenings. We're going to shorten that 10-year. Thank you, Neil. We're going to shorten the 10-year to 2 to 5 years. Now I know this because it took me 4 years to get my head out of my brain, head on my, you know what. But then once we figured out the system, which is the inner game and the outer game, the inner game and the what?
And the outer game.
Once we combine the two, it took off. And so anybody could do what took us 4 or 5 years in 6 months. How many like that idea? How many like it faster? Right, Neil?
Clinton.
Shandy's, yes. All right. And so we say the inner game and the outer game. The outer game is obviously the techniques and the things you're going to do, the sales or the sharing techniques, quote, selling, but sharing. Inviting people to take a look, following up, going to meetings, all that, going to all the events. That's the outer stuff. But what really changed it, because when we taught people the outer stuff, nothing really happened, including myself. It didn't really go. And then we taught people, okay, that didn't work. And we start people the inner game. And we'd have a weekly meeting on the mindset and imagine how you'd feel and get into this Zen state. And people felt so good and peaceful. And they didn't do squat. They just were peaceful and broke. Oh, I'm happy to be broke. I'm okay with it. And that didn't work. But we found that we combined the inner game and the outer game. It literally took off everywhere. We taught this to a girl in Australia. Within about 4 weeks, she had 450, 500 customers. Taught this to Carol Chang. Singapore, she had 300 people. And you ready for this? 3 weeks. Now, in all defense, just so you guys don't worry that, or clarification or full disclosure, I moved to Singapore for 3 weeks and I work with her every day. Checked into a Ritz-Carlton, cost me 15 grand or whatever it is, $1,000 a day, brought people in and out of the system. But we taught people in Japan who had been failing for 4 years. And we learned this, they got to 300 people in a room. They had to move. That spread across the country. That business went from 4 years of failing. The guy had no front tooth. He couldn't afford a front tooth. Good looking, tall Japanese guy with no front tooth. That's how broke he was. His wife hated my guts, hated me because I'm ruining her husband's life. They're $100,000 in debt, but he just wasn't doing both. Bottom line, we flew him back to America, got him straight in his head because he knew all the techniques, got him straight in his head. He went back And that business grew from $25,000 in total sales to 50 to 100. It went up to about $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. It ended up being about $5-6 million monthly. $5 to $6 million monthly sales. It became the fastest growing. That was Japan. It became the fastest growing group in the world. Because at that time, Japan was the fastest growing company for direct selling. And within that country was his company. And within that group was number one. Literally became the number one group, fast growing group on planet Earth for about 5 years by doing this basic stuff. Okay. Is that exciting?
Yes.
Okay. Nick, is that exciting? Clinton, how do you say exciting in Oakland? The Mike Tyson. Every color in Jamar.
I'm a reserve Brit.
What's that?
A reserve Brit.
Reserve Brit. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really reserved. All right. So where do you want to start? With the system or the goals? You want to show them like a 3-year plan?
Yeah, let's show the plan, the overall. I'm going to share this with you guys, this slide.
Oh boy, we should let you know that we're going to go about till 10. Susan, when do you think we can go another total about, we're 20 minutes into it, another 20 minutes?
Mhm.
No, another 25 minutes. So at about 25, 30 minutes, we'll break. And anybody who wants to stay can stay, ask questions, or just, ask questions, more advanced stuff, clarification, or you can go. Okay, and that's cool if you got things to do on Saturday. So we want to keep it really tight today. But, okay, so let's get into this fun stuff.
Okay, so what are we looking at here, honey?
I don't know, you just typed it, you tell me. No, we're talking about getting started. We got a 48-hour, whoops, what happened to this? Uh-oh,
Sorry, guys.
what happened to this one? This is not working.
Sorry, guys, technical. What are we looking at here? It's an old slide. Here we go. All right.
This should clear up a lot for people. People are in the business for 6-8 weeks and they're like, or 10 weeks or 2 months or a year. And they're like, where's the money? Where's the money? You know, this thing's not working. Well, we're going to show you, we're going to turn the whole thing on its head and show you exactly what to do and what's working and what will not work and what will definitely, you're going to feel like you're succeeding, and it looks like because you're making some temporary income, but it's a big mistake because short-term it's going to go down. That's what happened to me. I won't get into it, but my income went from $10,000 to $1,000 at one time because I wasn't doing the right thing. I was going wide, and we'll draw it out for you so you'll see that. Ooh.
So this is
You don't have to get
big
that many.
picture. This is a big picture plan. When somebody who gets involved and sticks long enough into it, this is a marathon. People think this is a sprint. I mean, the company itself just launched a year ago, and we have a marathon mindset. We know it's going to become $1 billion business. It is on the path to that. But we can't expect that overnight, we're going to see billions of dollars or millions of dollars and overnight. This is a marathon. So we're showing you a plan that if you stuck long enough with the company, with us, as we grow, all ships rise, right? And that's what we're showing you right here.
Yeah, you'll profit from the company growing. Now, some people have been saying, it's like a skyscraper. When they're building it, here's the ground floor, and they have to get through the rock and the bedrock and dig until they get down to the bedrock, way down multiple floors. And that takes time to go down. To build the structure up, they have to build below. And sometimes that might take a year when they're building this. And then a week later, after a year, the first floor gets built. And another week, the second floor, the third. And that's the challenge, I think, for all of us, right? Mm-hmm. Is that seeing it's underground and it's there, but it doesn't feel because it's not popping up. Or it's like the Chinese bamboo. Mm-hmm. For you water the thing and the Chinese bamboo for 5 years doesn't even stick out of the ground. Yet the 5th year, and it's growing, but you don't see it. But it's growing, and the Chinese know it from thousands of years. And then one day it pops up, and then with I think it's a month, it goes up like 70 feet, but it's going down first. So you've got to get a mindset, a consciousness, and understanding that don't worry about going up. build your foundation, build your base. Okay. That's why you go to events. You build your belief. You do these, you build your your belief, right? You hear this and you go, oh, okay, I'm doing pretty good, right? I'm not doing that bad. I got 10 people on my team or 3 people. Okay. So I'll talk about that. Just building your base, being a little patient, letting them in. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Did Jamar do? Okay.
Tamar's doing that.
So here, are you cool with that so far? Everybody get it? Be patient. How many are willing to be patient? Let me take a little page from a boxer, Mike Tyson. His coach, Gus Customato, used to say, patiently aggressive. That fine balance. If you're just patient, it's like boring. You're going to bore people. If you're just patient and waiting forever. But if you're aggressive, you put people off. It's that fine balance between patiently aggressive. You know, I competed in international karate. It's the same thing. Patiently aggressive. Repeat after
Hey,
me.
can I interrupt for one quick second, Rich?
Yeah.
For everyone who's on the call today, make sure you got a pen and pad and you're writing some of these gems down. And I'm only saying it because I was just listening to how amazing Rich and Susanna sound and was forgetting to actually keep track of everything. So I went and grabbed my notepad. I'm putting it right here in front so I can grab some of these gems, because when you write it down, it'll actually stick better in your mind.
Good. Thank you,
Good
Jamar.
point,
We'll
good
give
point.
everybody I'll slow down, give everybody a 30 seconds, a minute to get something to write with. Okay. The other thing is, okay, where we're, so the Head Start right here. Can you see the Head Start?
Okay, so
Okay, what are you going to do? Oh, go ahead. You want to say something?
no, go ahead. So we're going to start when everyone joins and enrolls the business. We call this the Head Start.
Because you're going to do the first couple days, 48 to 72 hour, first couple days, 2 or 3 days. Then there's the first 3 weeks, you know, kind of, okay, now you're this is getting started. Really, I should say preparing, giving yourself a head start. Sometimes people start with day 1 or 2 and they're not prepared, don't have a big list, and they talk to 4 or 5 people and they get blown out of the water and they're done. That's not going to work. In other words, you're trying to get from California to New York with a half a tank of gas. Got to fill up the tank. Okay, we're going from let's say Washington, the rain in Washington, California. Now fill up your tank. Get your oil full. Get prepared, and that's in the first couple days to couple weeks, right here. We call that a head start. So when you start really recruiting and sharing, sponsoring, we'll call it, that first 3 months. What do you do in the first 3 months? And then, what about the first 3 years? We call it 2 to 5 years. But we'll call it 3 just to make it easy. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. Head start, get prepared. We want to think of this for you guys. When we start people off, people are excited. And the challenge is you're really excited. You want to talk to people, but you don't have a list. It's like you want to go to California from Washington, but you don't have gas, you don't have a credit card. It's not going to work. So you want to be a little cautious in the beginning. We're not trying to push you down and say, don't talk to people. But I'd rather than push you guys, go talk to people, get on the phone, bug your friends about the product. I'd rather say, hey man, get prepared. And sometime during the first 21 days, could be the first day or the 21st day, you're going to wake up and go, shit, I got to talk to people, man. I'm so excited. And I got 4 or 5 people that are dying to know what I'm doing, you know, or they're dying to know. I have some friends I'm telling them I'm involved in something. I'm in training. They're waiting for me. And there's a time where you're just going to have to share from your heart. And that could be the first day. It could be the first 3 weeks. For some people, it's the first 3 months. But we like to see it in the first couple of weeks. That make sense? Everybody good so far?
This is the
Okay.
training.
Do you have a phone base? Not the cord, but just the brick.
Okay.
Okay. Then what do you do in the first 3? This would be getting your goals. And we'll have a list of things, but your goals, your why, your list of people, your time schedule. Okay. Mainly a goals and a list. 2 things, goals and your list. Your why and your list. Those 2 out of about 6 things. Those are the most important. We'll come to these things in a minute. Okay.
And by the way, we're automating this process. I'll talk about it later on, but this is a process we're automating for people when we enroll.
Mhm. And this is just to get you started. And then Monday will be more, right? Monday night, you're going to go through the list and some more your why, and you and Rachel are going to go through all that. This is kind of give you guys a big overview, a vision of what you're doing, why you're doing it, where you're going. Okay, so we're going to do less today on talking to people and techniques and all that to kind of give you the inner game, the vision. Good? 3 weeks. So then you're going to work on your 5x5 plan. Can we come to that in a minute? But this 5x5 plan is something I started 30 years ago, 28 years ago, whatever. And we taught, this is what we're talking. We taught this around the world, and literally over the phone, I could share with somebody. And then a month later, go to that country and they had a room full of people. It's so cool. Maybe 3 months. Okay. 5x5 seems like nothing, but I know people do hundreds of millions of dollars of sale and they got 5 people. I know somebody who has over 1 million distributors in this industry, over 1 million distributors worldwide. And he and his wife sponsored 5. Well, they sponsored about 15 people, of which 5 are doing 95% of all their income worldwide out of 1 million distributors, reps, comes from 5 people. 5 people. So that blows the myth that you got to sign up 300 people and go crazy all day long. It's quality, not so much quantity. What's the word? Please repeat. Quality. Thank you. So the 5x5 plan now, having said that, you might have to get, well, 5x5 turns into what? How many customers?
300 customers.
How'd you like to go out and get 5 people and maybe 5 business, Susanna's, Jamar's, Shannon's, 5 of those. And then while you're doing that, you're going to get 10 customers, 8 to 12 customers, 10 customers. And you think, okay, I'm doing pretty good. I made $300. But what if you could turn that little 10 customers, how many?
10.
And 5 players. Now, what a player is, we'll get into that in a minute. That's someone's going to commit, have their goals timed, written goals, commitment, positive, all that kind of, someone who's a player and they're coachable. When you get 5 of those and 10 customers, we're going to show you to turn that into 300 customers and eventually 300 leaders. Okay. We're going to show that in a minute. So the 5x5 plan is so bonehead simple, but it can do amazing things. And then build and grow. You want to talk about build and grow with the company?
Yeah, the build and grow with the company is why people are excited because the long-term growth that we will experience, Tom has built into the plan that for people who are building these organizations and are creating the residual income, he's offering shares of the entire company where you can participate in the growth. And so those people that are long-term building and have part of the revenue that bringing into the company, that's that. And also it takes that long. It takes minimum 3 years to have a sustainable 3 to 5 years or a sustainable organization where there's people in your organization, customers that are buying over and over and over and over again. I have customers from my other company that I enrolled, 18 years ago that I've been paid on for 18 years. And it's that kind of long-term view.
And there's I just want to go quickly to this. No.
Let's go to
5x5. No.
Let's go to 5x5. You could do that. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You want the 5x5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Long term, we're going to show you how to do this. Look at, wait. Oh, I do want to show this. Okay. So here's you. And you get that's too many customers. 10 customers. And you got, 6. We'll call it 6 is fine. 5 or 6. Now listen, here's the thing. If you go and get 5 or 6 people, and what are you going to have each of them do? Get their how many customers?
10.
Just 10 customers. It doesn't take 1 million of these people, and it doesn't take 10,000 of these customers. You can get paid on 10,000, but you are not going to get 10,000 personally. That's the key of leverage. That's why we fell in love with this industry, is you can do this and then replicate yourself like a franchise. These are all franchise. They go out and they replicate themselves. Look at this, 5 or 6 people, 10 customers. You go out and get 5 or 6. She went out and get 5 or 6, really 5 or 6 and 10 customers. Okay. How many members do you need? 5 to 6. How many customers?
10.
That's you. That's all you need. That's your business. And then you're going to help these people do the same. You're going to help all these 5 or 6 people do the same. Okay. Does that make sense so far?
Absolutely.
Okay. This right here would be 300 customers right here. Okay. Because you have 5 here. I'm gonna do 5 and 5 down below. That's 25, total of 30 total. It's a little more, 36, 6, 6, 7. There's 42 here, but really 5 by 5 is 25 plus the original 5 is 30. Each get 10 customers. That's 300 customers. That's how you go out and get paid on 300 customers. That's how I, when I got serious, in 4 months, brought in $50,000, $60,000 worth of volume and a $10,000 check. Because they just did this basically. Okay.
What things you have to do?
Hey, sorry. Hi.
Hey, is that Matt?
Where's the system?
Okay.
Okay, what you're going to do in direct selling, the key to this in networking or direct selling is you're just doing 3 simple things. And this is the key to every success in every direct selling company in the world. This isn't just us or the company that we've been with. You expose people. You expose people to what you're doing, however you do it. Jamar, he does comedy even. Maybe Clinton's going to do music or you're going to do online, whatever. He does online, offline. I just like directly calling and texting people or on Facebook Messenger. Bonehead easy. Anybody can do it. You're going to expose them. You're going to expose them to either company or the products, the opportunity. Okay. Then you're going to involve them in some way. And then you're going to upgrade them. Let's talk about involve and upgrade. Guys, did you know the statistics show that if I can get you to buy 1 pen, I'm with Acme Pen Company. If I can get you to buy 1 pen for $1, if you don't buy a pen, the chance of you buying my $300 product are like 0, very low. But if I can get her to buy my pen for $1, the chance of her buying a $300 product goes up 300 to 500%. Now, why is that? Because now the relationship is fundamentally changed. She's not a customer now. I can get her to buy a $300 or $50 or $1 pen or a $300 gadget. But the relationship is still, she's a prospect, which means she's suspect of me. But as soon as she buys something, take that please. As soon as she buys that $1 item, the relationship changed. Now she's a customer. And customers are 3 to 5 times more likely to upgrade. Is that good or good? Does that help you guys? So it's great to get them on a platinum. It's great to get them on a gold. Great to get them whatever. But get them trying something. Ideally a gold, a platinum, a silver. Ideally. Like Davey Dave, it's like 95% of the time. But someone says, no, I just want to try the vape, the whatever. Fine. Because now the relationship shifts. They're now your customer. Is that good or good? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you want to get good at, again, is exposing them to what we're doing. And evolving kind of happens naturally by follow-up. Upgrade them happens naturally kind of by good follow-up. Or exposing them is the key. That's the magic. And if you can do that, you can get to $5,000, $10,000 without knowing any of this. Nothing. No presentation, no presentation, no sponsoring, no training. You don't need to know jack squat. If you know how to expose people to something, which is super simple if you know how to do it. And we're going to show you today a little technique to get unlimited leads for free. How much?
Free. I like free.
You like free.
Free.
Get your attention. Anyway, I say it's free, she goes,
Free.
She's doing the dishes. Susanna, she's not hearing me. I just used the word free. Free, huh?
It's
What?
true.
Did you say something? Free. What? Discount. What? Okay. How many like free?
I love free.
I love free.
That's right.
Well, free leads is going to lead to your freedom.
Ooh.
And we're going to show you how. Ooh, that was good.
Write
Right
that
there.
down. Free leads will lead you to your.
We're going to show you how to do that in a minute. But Stan, we're going to show you how to in a minute. I've got a story for you that's really cool about getting free leads. Okay, where are we now? Okay.
Okay.
And we want to do the exposure thing.
Okay. The exposure. So you want to do the system.
This is
Okay. This one. Let me pull that up. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna share a new screen. You guys hang on a second. Give me a sec. Pull this up.
Let's take a little break from all the talking and from our stuff and just check with anybody who has a brief question or a comment. We promised everybody it's going to be short, so please keep it kind of pithy. Anybody have any comments, write in or raise your hand or about what you're getting or?
So far, so good.
Awesome. Do we have, where's the chat box?
The chat box. Here we go. Okay. So far, so good. Okay.
Neil.
Okay.
Rising tide, rising. Okay. Talk about the steps. Now, the cool thing about the steps is it's just like a funnel. But the good news is it's not that difficult to learn. It's very, very simple because it's based on common sense. It's based on how people naturally get involved in almost anything, right? They get curious, they get interested, they get invited, they get more desire, and they decide to buy. The thing is that process that's been around for 1,000 years of people buying and influencing, the difference is we're going to show you how to also take that person who came in and have them come back and do the same thing and replicate that process and start building. And then another person replicate the process. So it's like refranchising, building value to everyone you come in contact with. Thank you, Neil. Great. Okay, so here's that step, getting organized, your list and all that. Now we're going to leave this. This is Monday. You guys are going to go to that. So you can write it down, but this is the most important thing here and here. Getting organized and the invite. Now the invite is just sharing what you're doing with people. It's not, oops, step one, step two. Oh, okay. This should be other way around. Sorry, I got confused. So step two is the invite. That's where you're opening your mouth and talking about what you're just sharing what you're doing. And then you're going to get them information when they're open and they say, yeah, tell me more. Or what is it? You're going to get them information. And again, there's a lot, there's the I Decide you're going to find about. That's the way to get them on the product. We have a link, actually, of the link for YouTube about the business, products or business. Now those two are on I Decide now. Or no, the Jamar, the card.
Yeah, Jamar's got we have a digital business
Digital
card.
business card.
It's on there. Yeah.
Oh, you want to know about the products? Click here and it goes right to the I Decide, it sells them the product. Oh, you want to know about the business? They're going to click here and it goes to YouTube to watch the presentation. Okay. So that's Susanna and Rachel are going to talk about that on.
That's ways
Monday.
to expose, right? That's ways to expose people to information.
I'm going to follow up with a third party, sponsor them, bring them into the business. Okay. And then train them. And then there's events. But the good news, guys, all you have to do is this. And I'll show you another thing. This you don't have to do in the beginning. And it might take you 6 months, a year or whatever, 2 years, so you can start doing that for us or for your people. You don't have to present. I highly recommend you don't present. Don't even follow up. Bring a third party like Shannon, you bring in Jamar. Sponsor them. That's your upline's going to do that with you. And then you're going to train them getting started. You're going to get them on our Saturday and then the Monday, more details, events, Bonehead. So this right here is all going to be duplicated by getting people from here, getting them in here, getting them to their goals, their list, their time, their list of people, their why. Okay. So this is, are you going to go over this Monday?
Yeah. So on Monday, I go into more detail. Right now, we're just giving you an overview of the system, but we go right into the tools that we use, how we get the tools, how to use the tools, scripts for inviting, how to connect. We go in more detail on Mondays.
And then where's the funnel that goes this way? Oh, we'll put them in the system.
Yeah, it's a different page. Let's see. Okay.
Any questions so far?
It's right here. Okay, here's another way to look at the system. Just pretend this is the system, the funnel. And all we do is with our leads, we put them into the system and we get good at inviting people. That's really all we need to learn if we're going to learn anything in this.
And inviting is sharing the products and
sharing the business, sharing the opportunity, the products, put them in the system. And the system is a third-party tool. The entire system is a third-party tool. And out the bottom, you're going to create customers and you create your team members.
You got to put a bunch of people, 30 people down in here, and the system, and we'll talk about it more on Monday. The system is going to kind of present them and sponsor them and even train them. So you got new members. Here's your 5 new members. Then you're going to, maybe those are going to go over here and duplicate the business. We should really have, and you're going to have 10 new product customers over here. We got to change that. Okay.
Can you folks, what would you recommend for people who can't get access to the products because they're either in a different state or a different country, for my Londoners out there?
Well, the best right now, the products are only currently available in California. But
well, what they could do is like what we did before the products came here.
Yeah.
We heard about the sleep tincture. I went to
Yeah.
a local dispensary and grilled them, and I bought a tincture that's very close to the one we have. And I used that for about a month or two until we had ours. So I copied it from the dispensary and got pretty close. Now I noticed that our products, the sleep was a lot better than the dispensary one, right? But still, it's very close. That might be something, Jamar, because they really can't get they can't get our products around the night.
yeah. But and the other thing, we have some people that live out of state in other, like Arizona, that became an elite because a lot they did the referral approach and their contacts through and they were asking, who do you know in California? Who do you know in California? It's a referral marketing approach.
We're going to get into that.
And we'll get into that. We're going to get into that in a little bit.
Okay.
Mhm.
So here is another way to look at it. We're doing the same thing. We're showing it multiple different ways. Okay. Here's another way. I'll just show you in 10 seconds. Inviting, like a gear shift, presenting, sponsoring, training, events. But look, you're just doing that. Reaching out to people, put them in the system, and go to your sponsor. They'll help you. Monday, we'll talk about how to get people through with your sponsor, get them the information, sponsor them into the business, product of business, train them, get them events, and duplicate that. Okay, we'll show you another way. Inviting, okay, presenting. See, we're saying you just get prepared and do the inviting, okay? And the last way was here. You get prepared, we'll say it 10 times, use the product, get the tool, get connected. This is all you're going to show them on Monday. If you have the product, start using them. But on Monday, she's going to help, Susanna's going to help you guys get prepared, and then how to invite people. Again, watch it again for the 3rd time in 3 different ways, because that's a great way. You just do this. That's all you do. Get good at doing that. Trust me, the system, like information, the follow-up, the sponsoring is going to be done by the system. Other than you, third party. Very important you understand. Even if you know how to present, don't present. I always say if my neighbor came over and knocked on the door and said, hey, I want to know about what you're doing, I would go back to inviting. I said, what are you thinking, Anna or Matt? What are you thinking? Oh, we want to make some money. Okay. You sure you want to make some money? Let me give you some steps. I'll give you some links and things to go. They go, well, tell me now. No, I can't explain this in an hour. You really need to understand the whole thing, but you're open? Yeah. Okay. I would get them information. I'd follow up. I would not present them if they're in my house begging me and they had a gun to my head. I would not. Nope. I love you too much. I don't want you to screw this thing up. I want you to be more than anything duplicatable. So I'm not going to do all this for you. I am not going to. The system is going to do that. Because the system takes care of that, anybody can do this. That's so cool about this type of marketing. Anybody can do it. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. What was the next one we're going to do? Oh, about the inviting of the third party.
Yeah, the third party.
Now we're going to lead this is leading to our third party invitation. Please repeat, third party invitation. Well, I saw some of your lips move.
Third party invitation.
Sorry, I put everybody on hold. Then I say, please put everybody on mute and then tell them to repeat something. Okay, that's a really good idea. Third party invitation, AKA also known as the referral approach, right? Who do you know? Also referred to as the professional approach, like a consultant or a doctor, right? They highly recommend something, right? So and what a consultant does, or a doctor, he or she, they do is identify a problem and they suggest a solution. They don't suggest a solution. You got to do this thing, this cannabis. It's Tom Urich. He's going to be on the cover of Fortune magazine. Oh my God, you haven't found a problem. You got to identify a problem. You want to write that down. Please, please, please. If you don't identify a problem, you got no attention, no interest, no credibility with them. You're not a professional, you're an amateur. Sorry. Can you imagine going to a doctor and I go to you, and you go to me and I'm the doctor and you say you're having what kind of issues? Like stomach. I go, oh, I got a thing for you. In fact, I don't even ask any questions. Here's a script. You're like, what an idiot. You know, and what if you came to me and I say, Susanna, I don't need to know your problem. I'm going to make you a script for your headaches. Well, I don't have a headache, right? That would be so unprofessional. That's called losing your license. So you identify a problem, a good consultant and a professional, doctor, lawyer, and offer or suggest a solution. Does that make sense so far? Are you with me? Yes? Okay. Thumbs up would be great. Or the thumbs up button. Okay. What's the referral approach? These are all kind of the same. But what I highly recommend, when you master the third-party invitation, you will never, ever, ever run out of leads. And the worst person can turn into gold. The worst person. So referral approach just means you're basically saying to somebody, Susanna, here's the typical referral approach. Hey, Susanna, Susanna, do you know anybody who comes to mind that wants to make money? Weakest one, but that's okay. Do you know anybody? I'll write that down.
Yeah, I could think
Okay.
of some people.
Here's another one, a little better. Who do you know? Not do you, because do you know is a yes or no question.
Write this down, guys.
Write this down, guys. This has made us millions of dollars. This one technique. And then using that to put people, the right person, the referral into the system. Got it? So, do you know of anybody that blah, blah, blah wants to make some money? It's a yes or no question. I don't like yes or no questions as much because they might say, maybe, I don't know, yes, no. I'd rather say, who do you know? That's a little better. Who do you know that would like to make, let me give you, and you might want to write the, who do you know? I would submit to you, if you'll just do this for the next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you're done with money. I'm not kidding. And I'm going to tell you some stories of what I've done to her and other people to get them involved. And I felt like I didn't do anything. They came to me. This is truly the art of getting them to become the king or queen of getting them to come to you. Good or good? How many like that? Now, let me tell you, in my opinion, the highest level says, do you know anybody that's weak, but it still works? It's a yes or no, but it still works. Who do you know is better. It's assumptive. Who do you know? And more assumptive is preface with a power line to some. Susanna, I know you grew up in the Silicon Valley area, so you know a ton of people. Right? She said yes.
I do.
Look at, we've done this 100 times, and naturally, you know a lot of people. You grew up in the Silicon Valley, right? You went to high school there, college. Awesome. I just got into her network, guys. Oh, other people's network, other people's people, OPP. I just got into her network. She has thousands of people on Facebook. She's got 800 people on her iPhone. How many thousand on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, tons. Do you think I can't get 1 or 2 referrals from her that's a superstar? The answer is absolutely 100% yes. And my intention is I'm going to get a referral from her. If it takes me whatever, I'm going to get one. It's not a yes or no. Would you help me give me somebody? It's, you know, a lot of people. I would love to run something by you and see who comes to mind, Susanna, because you've been in business for all these years. You know so many people. I respect you. This is what Pierre did. You mentioned Pierre. Get us involved. He said, you know a lot of people. You've been in the industry a long time. I don't know if it'd be for you. Oh, that's soft language, but it's not soft. It's kung fu powerful, man.
It's indirect inviting. It's indirect
powerful.
approach. Really, it's a referral and more so an indirect approach. And one of the things
Indirect, thank you.
I learned in this strategy. Remember, I'm going to add this here because most people try to do the direct approach,
Which is fine.
If you know somebody, like boom, but that a direct approach is a low resistance, right?
Let me tell you why. For many, many reasons. Because if she doesn't want to do it, guys. If she doesn't want to do it, do I care? Is it my problem to make her do my business? No, it's not my deal. It's not her deal. She's not into it. Not the right timing. She has baggage, whatever. But I know that she's got this massive network. I want to get into that network, even one person. If you went out to 10 people and got into 10 people's network, you're into tens of thousands of people that you're marketing to. I'm going to say this again, guys, because when I learned this, it changed everything.
And this before social media.
Oh, way before.
Before
Okay, when I
social
learned
media.
this, I could go to people who hated network marketing, direct selling. It didn't matter anymore. It no longer matters. We're a friend. I know you, and I know you got a network. So I like to preface, you know a ton of people, right? She starts saying yes. Instead of, do you know a lot of people? She goes, oh, I get, yeah. Duh. It's an assumptive close. The reason I say I know you know a lot of people. I say that so I don't get in this argument and get in her head. So, well, do I know a lot of people? A lot of people moved, and I don't need that crap. The truth is she knows a lot of people, so I'm telling her truth. You know a lot of people, and if they do, they go, yeah, I do. Why? I just became a millionaire by learning that. Just by that thing, you will become a millionaire in this business. You'll never worry about leads and getting rejection ever again. And let me tell you, the worst case I've ever had was, can I tell you a little story? It'll make you feel better about the referral. When I learned this, because I was having such rejection, I was living in Asia at the time, in Japan, and I was getting everybody, it's network marketing. What is this? It's direct selling. I don't want to do that. You don't have the product. It's skincare. What do you know about skincare? My wife already has skincare product. Why would I use it? And so I said, oh shit, this isn't working, man. So I learned this from my sponsor, one of my upline, who said, use the third party. It's professional. I went, oh. So I went back to the very people who actually told me no, and I sat him down. My best friend, Taniguchi, I'll tell you a quick story. I call him up. I say, hey, Taniguchi. He was in my karate school. We were best friends. And we always talk business and, ideas. So hey, I need to meet you. Let's meet at so-and-so coffee shop. So he goes, okay, I got a business idea. He goes, okay. Boom, he meets me there. He's all suit and tie, Mr. Professional. He was like the best connection I had. Suit and tie, shoes shine, teeth white, gold watch, lives in the Beverly Hills of Japan. And I went, I got this thing. And I'm like so excited. And I start to show him the plan. And he just goes, oh, his arms go like this. He goes, you got to be kidding me. I go, uh-oh, what? He said, in Japanese, Nezumiko, Kirai. And I didn't know what that meant, Nezumiko, because that's a new word for me. And I had a dictionary, I looked it up and I went, and it meant rat multiplication business. And I went, oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. And he goes, I just got to tell you, Rich. And his face started turning a little red. He goes, I'm a little upset. We've been friends for a long time. I can't believe you had me drive 30 minutes to meet you. And you're telling me about a effing, he used the word in Japanese, an effing rat. And I went, he said, I hate it. I go, tell me more. He goes, every person I've done that has lost money. They lost their friends and Amway. And he went on and on. I was like, okay, this is going nowhere. I'm about to lose a friend. So I just intuitively, before I really learned this, I said, hey, listen, Taniguchi, you're a friend, bro. That's not what I'm talking about. Hold on, calm down. His face was getting red. He was sweating. And he was like, he was really pissed at me. I said, listen, I'm a foreigner. I don't know a lot of people, right? And he goes, okay, you know a ton of people. And he went, well, yeah, you know a ton of people all around Japan. You speak the language. You grew up here. You're a professional. I need someone just like you. He said, I'm not doing it. Calm down. I said, somebody like you. And he went, oh, someone who's professional, knows people, but someone who likes direct selling, unlike you. And he's like, oh, if you give me a referral, you know a lot of people, I'll give you a percent. That's a long story. I give him a little percent, some kickback. I'll give you some product, whatever you want, I'll do. Fly you to Hawaii. He went, okay, well, let me think about that. And to me, I just left and I went, oh, I saved a friendship. Totally forgot about it. Okay, that sucked. But what happened? 3 weeks later, I get a phone call. Hey, Richie, it's me, Taniguchi. Genki desu ka? I go, yeah, what's up? I'd forgot about our horrible meeting. And he said, are you still in that rat multiplication business? And I went, yeah, I'm in the rat. I'm still in it. How's it going? It's going great. Lie. It's going great because I have 2 customers, 2 people, my sister and my girlfriend on the product. That's it. Okay. And he goes, I got somebody for you. And I said, are you kidding? He goes, yeah, this guy. Yeah, we need to meet. Meet me tomorrow at the coffee shop. I'll bring him. I went, are you kidding me? So I go to the coffee shop and I'm totally blown away. And long story, guys, I'm sitting at the coffee shop. Taniguchi's here. The guy he brought is there. And Taniguchi introduced us, Rich, this and so. And the guy says to Taniguchi, shut up, you're done. You're done. And Taniguchi looks at me, looks at the guy, what do you mean? He goes, this guy says he likes direct selling and so do I, so you're done. He'll give you a commission, whatever, just be quiet. And he looks at me with laser eyes, burning holes through me. He goes, I've always wanted to do this big. I got a few hundred people and we hate the deal I'm in. We hate it. Asshole upline, don't like the company, hate the product. We heard about your company. Taniguchi told me, can you help me? I'm like, yes. Okay, yes. And I learned a technique that works. And then Taniguchi, I paid him a little money. We flew him to Hawaii. Remember that on our wedding? I'd fly because I made millions of. That became the biggest group for us in the world. Made us millions of dollars. And every year I'd fly him to Hawaii as a thank you, pay for everything. So, does this work or work? Is this powerful? The worst person in the world will work on the absolute worst anti-networker on the planet. Are we good? Does that make sense? So stop bugging your friends. Just say, you're awesome. I love you like a brother, like a sister. You know a lot of people. And I want to pick your brain. You know a lot of people. I just want to pick your brain, or I want a referral, or a lot of people. I want to sit down with you. I want to give you a 10-minute presentation. Would you do me a favor and just watch it 10 minutes? Nothing you have to do, nothing to buy. I just need you to support me by watching a 10-minute video.
Because I'm in training?
Because I'm in training. I'm new and I'm stupid and I need help. Would you help me with that? Support, just watch it. Give me your feedback. And Susanna, if anybody comes, I know a bunch of people are going to come to mind. And when they do, would you just write them down? Whatever you say to them.
So that was fast. So let's do that over again. It was really important. So what he's saying, what he just said is everyone who starts, we're all in training, right? In the first 3 months, we're all in training. And so when you're talking to somebody and especially when your friends or your family say, hey guys, I am excited about something. I'm in training.
It's probably not for you.
It's probably not for you. But because I'm in training, could you do me a small favor? And I'm going to send something to you. If you could spend a few minutes, 10 minutes or less.
It'd mean a lot to me.
It'd mean a lot to me. And just because I just like your feedback. I love your feedback.
And your input.
And
you might know some people. So people are likely going to come to mind for the product or business. If not, love you, no problem. That's all you have to do. You don't have to make it any more complicated than that. Even they say, what is it? I know. I can't do a job. I'm brand new and I'm in training. Do me a favor. It's in the cannabis space. You may have some issues about that, but just trust me. Do me a favor and just take a look. And your whole goal in this whole business for the next 10 years, 20 years is to get people to take a look. That's it. Because if they take a look and they don't like it, fine. They take a look and they got baggage, fine. They know somebody. And every zero knows a hero. Okay, every dud knows a stud. Write that down, Jamar. Right? And why is Jamar the most successful guy right now in the company? Look what he's doing. He's listening, he's present, he's on the thing, he's taking notes. That little feedback, and Neil Crystal, the two superstars, well, there are many. Anthony, Jamar, Neil Crystal. The two people taking notes are Jamar and Neil Crystal. The two people who don't need notes. They know this stuff. They don't need notes, but they're doing it. Neil's been doing this stuff for 40 years and he's taking notes. So guys, I think it'd help you to take notes.
So I'm in training.
Well, we're going to go over that Monday.
Okay.
You guys are going to go that Monday.
Could you do, that was just summing it up. Could you do me a small favor? Would love your input.
Nothing to buy. You don't need your credit card. Nothing to buy. Nothing to do. Nothing. That's what Pierre did to us, and that's why we're involved. He literally did it to us, and he was horrible at it.
Really bad.
He was really bad. In fact, Susanna was listening in the background. What is Pierre doing?
I was shaking my head. I'm like,
what is he up to? Pierre, the real estate guy who sells to the millionaires, is doing cannabis. Another phone call later, he got me to go. He wanted to expose me. Just talk to Tom. Do me a favor, 10, 15 minutes. If it makes sense, great. If it doesn't, great. You might know some people. You know a lot of people. Give me your feedback. You may think it sucks. Tell me that. You want to talk? I said, okay, let's talk to Tom. This guy, Tom, whatever. 15 minutes, he exposed me.
Look, speaking of the devil, Pierre's coming into the room now.
Speaking of the angel. Well, a little devil in him too.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap it up. we promised we'd do it. Oops, a 3-minute overtime, but is that helpful to you guys? Has that been?
Super helpful. Super helpful.
Very helpful.
One of my questions was going to be about Pierre, and so he's on. Maybe he can answer it himself. Is this successful real estate guy with celebrity friends? I know Jerry Rice is one of his friends. Like, what made him see this opportunity and then decide that I'm going to man up, level up, and go get $1 billion generator to come partake in what we're doing? Because that's the thing. Like, Pierre was like, I'm going to go for the top and just bumble and stumble my way into showing the opportunity.
So Jamar, we're going to take a break.
Yep.
We're going to ask Pierre. Where's Pierre?
Pierre's on.
We'll ask Pierre to stay on. Anybody
Yes.
want to hear about Pierre? Almost everybody's under Pierre. And he didn't do squat. He was a horrible inviter. He was horrible. Give him an F, but he did the right principles. He did what we're talking about. And I was listening going, oh my God, what I teach really works. He's doing it to me. He doesn't even know he's doing it intuitively. And I'm thinking, I'm getting suckered into this thing. No, sucked in. I'm getting pulled into this thing. This stuff really works. And he was horrible. He couldn't remember. He couldn't even say CBD. He goes BBT. Or he goes TTC. I don't know, whatever. Ask Tom. He knows what it is. Everything I ask him, how much are they making? I don't know. What are they looking for investment? I don't know. What are the I don't know. I just know that Tom's out of Los Gatos and he's got this thing. And I went up to Sacramento. I saw 500,000 square feet of cannabis. Talk to Tom. Would you? Okay, so we're going to take a break. Before we take a break and let you guys go who don't want to know the secrets. That's evil. I know.
Clever.
But I know I'm evil. Don't hate me. So, but any questions before we wrap up? You know, we have hitched our wagon to a gold mine with Tom. It doesn't matter what you are, where you are in the world. Start mining and we have hitched our wagon to a gold mine with Tom. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Start mining in California.
Yeah. And that circles back to the question that Jamar had. We'll have 2 points. The one you said for people who are outside of California, and then let's just share real quickly on Jamar the Pierre.
Okay, so we're going to take a break because we promise you, some of you guys got stuff, family and all that. Just want to say again, thank you so much for getting involved. Thank you so much for being on the call and spending time on your Saturday morning. Truly appreciate it. And not Saturday morning in England. What is it?
And the last announcement in Monday, I go into detail the system.
And the word tracks.
We recommend if you're in training, you're in your first 3 months of training, recommend that you and your team
get on this
participate on the Monday night
and
5:30.
Saturday morning, every morning, get your people on and the Monday follow
Then
up.
you guys are all on the same page together.
Okay, so we're going to thank you guys again. God bless. Love each and one of you. Thank you so much for your energy and your hi, Nita. All right. So we're going to take it. And then if you guys want to stay on and hear a little bit more details from Pierre and how he got us involved and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Okay. I'm serious. It was horrible, but you can be as bad as Pierre.
Doesn't take a rocket science.
This is bonehead. When you understand the principles, it's bonehead. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Have a great Saturday.
Thank you.
Those you guys got to go.
I'll be staying here.
I know.
Thank you guys for the opportunity and coming up with the solution to help give back to the community and the people of cannabis. This is really impactful, and I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, Wilson.
Who's it, Wilson? Thank you. Where are you at, Wilson?
Already. Thank you. Pleasure.
Okay, so we're going to take a break. Any of you guys got to go. We totally understand. It's been an hour of your morning on Saturday. So really appreciate it. But, success has clue. 90% of success is
showing up.
It's so important. Now, before I introduce Pierre Bouljon, we've known him for 15, 20 years. He was part of our, how did we meet Pierre? When we retired from the business, we had enough money for the rest of our lifetimes. And so we're like, what do you want to do? And what I loved, Shannon, you asked me why I did this. What I loved about the business is helping people grow. Because I found grow the man, grow the woman, and they grow the business. So I don't have to worry about all the details. I just grow them. We grow you and you grow your business, grow you as a person, the inner game. And that's all we really focused on. And we found that, man, they kind of figure out the outer game on their own. And isn't it true that it's not about the fruits, it's about the Roots. And the
The
trees.
root.
The fruits are a result. What's the word? Result. The fruits are a result. Making money is a result of doing certain things, right? So what I loved about the business, Shannon, you asked me why I did this, why I'm doing this, is because I obsess about these calls. You don't know how many hours we have into this, thinking about it, tweaking it. How can we make people grow and then motivate them to grow as a person? Because if they grow as a person, the business grows. You don't have to do anything. Grow you, and you're going to grow your business. Good or good? Awesome. Now we're going to pivot to Pierre, and his one-eyed bandit here. Okay. So Pierre has been in the business from the beginning. We've known him. Oh, when we retired, I missed the personal growth part of the business. So we're making money. Didn't need to do anything for money. It's just coming in every month. What do you want to do? So we started teaching personal growth courses. And one Pierre was going to, we had a 2-day, a 5-day, a 7-day, crazy
Retreats. Yeah.
retreats. And Pierre used to go to even the 2-day, the 5, he went to this 5-day and the 7 days,
Yeah.
many of them.
Mhm.
We got to know him. It's like, we love this guy. He's cool. But we knew he was in real estate, and he sells, like Jamar said, to the stars. Jerry Rice is his best friend. He's the best. He's what do you call, godfather to his children. I mean, this is
He's at his wedding.
at his wedding. He knows all the Montana and all those football, baseball stars, and sells them the $10 million homes, $20 million. So Pierre calls us, and he goes, "Hey man, how you doing?" He goes, "I want to run something by you." I'm like, "Okay." Now Pierre's in real estate, not cannabis. He goes, I was looking at this cannabis thing. I went, "What? Okay. Is it Pierre Bourgeon?" He goes,
Totally,
"Yeah, man."
totally left field.
He goes,
Totally left
"Well,
field.
listen, Rich, I know it's often, but listen, you guys have been in direct selling. You guys done it around the world. You made $1 million, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of want your feedback. Maybe I'm doing the wrong, I don't know, but it looks super good." I go, "What are you talking about?" "It's CDB. I go, "What the F is CDB?" He goes, "It's got CTP, what is he talking about?" He couldn't even
his
say the
acronyms were all off. but
TCB,
it just-
THC. Well, okay, whatever, Pierre. You talking about weed? Reefer, dope, Cheech and Chong? Just say no? What are you talking about? You're in Pierre, what happened? What are you doing? He goes, I know. Just let me. I met a guy named Tom Urich. Okay. And he's in Sacramento, and he's got this grow space. Oh, okay. It's a $500,000 grow space. He had this fund, and he made people millions of dollars in foreclosure. Now he's putting this empire. He's got all this money, and he's creating this empire around weed. I go, "You don't got me yet, Pierre." And he said, "But what they're going to do is they're going to do direct selling, go around the dispensary." Oh, this has never been done in the history of the world. This is brand new. And I remember thinking, every now and then something comes along that's so amazing, so powerful, so different. And that's one of them. This has never been done before. So it's the world's first virtual dispensary. Well, he didn't say it that well, but I kind of figured that out. He goes, "We're going to go kind of direct around the dispensary." I don't know what the heck you're talking about. And I go, "Okay, thanks, Pierre. Good talking to you." Hang up. 3 weeks later, he goes, "Rich, it's me again with the BBB, DCB, KGB business." Fuck, man. "You mean the weed?" He goes, "It's not really weed. It's wellness." "It's weed, Pierre. I don't smoke that shit. I hate the feeling. I tried it in high school. I hated it." He goes, "It's not. It's health. It's wellness." Ugh. "Rich, I just got back from Sacramento. I actually went and saw this thing. This thing is, he's got a $20 million empire. He's helped people in this other industry, and you got to talk to him." I said, "Pierre, I'll talk to the guy." Okay, he was excited. "Just talk to Tom, and if you don't like it, we're friends. I'll never bug you again. Give me your feedback. If you think it's stupid, maybe I'll quit, because you know more than I do." "Okay, I'll talk to Tom." That's the exposure.
Exposed.
Makes sense so far? As soon as I talk to Tom, within 10 minutes, I'm like, oh shit, we're going to meet Tom, aren't we? And I'm on the phone.
We got something here.
I go, "Hey, Susanna, we're going to meet this guy, Tom, about cannabis." She's like, "What? No one's recruited you in 30 years. I go, "I know, but this is really interesting." I go, "We need a babysitter." We couldn't find one. So we went to meet him, 40-minute drive, meet Tom, and the rest. All Pierre did was convinced me by hook or by crook, beg, borrow, steal, whatever he did in his CB, got the initials wrong, but he got me to take a look. He even said, I just need to take a look. Tell me what you think. You might want to do it.
Would
If you
love
don't
your
want to do it.
basically what hooked us. Do me a favor. Would love your feedback. I respect, we respect you. That was all it took. It was just those little three main things.
Kind of little
Okay.
heartstrings, you know,
It felt like we were doing Pierre a favor.
maybe saving him
Maybe saving him
from the weed
from
business.
doing something that could, but that's what it felt for us. He made us feel like we were doing him a favor.
And I kind of was like, let me talk to this time.
And
I'm going to chew
we
this guy
love
apart.
him.
He's
so-
doing direct selling, Tom. How many years he's new to it? I'm going to chew him apart. That's not what happened though. Right?
No.
I listened to the story. I'm like, oh man, are you serious?
It's like, wow, he's got
I never heard of
something
this, man.
here.
Virtual dispensary, go around the
Mhm.
dispensary. You don't need $1 million. You don't need $500,000, all the money it takes. You don't need the debt, the risk. You don't need the employees, the security guards. You don't need the location, the inventory, the millions of dollars. You don't need the licenses. You need to bypass all that. Well, who's doing this, Tom? He said, nobody.
I have no idea.
Oh man. So that's what Pierre did. Does that make sense? He just did the indirect invite, really. No
It was
low key, no
indirect.
pressure. I could tell he wasn't attached. I love you like a brother. And if you don't want to do it, that's cool. Don't matter to me. But I think you should take a look. You might want to do it. But also, if you see something I'm not seeing, I'm like, oh, okay, my expertise. He kind of patted me on the back. Our expertise. You guys are experts. You're the superstars in this industry. Check it out. I'm like, my ego, like I did to Taniguchi. You're a superstar, man. I want you to take a look. You might know some people. So we took a look. And that was him. Pierre never did anything after that. Again, he put us into the system without meaning intuitively. Pierre, does that sound about right? Or he's already off the phone.
No, he's there. Hey, Pierre.
Does that sound about right, Pierre?
He went dark. He's traveling.
He's
Listen,
dri-
meeting-
he's
We're
driving.
just trying to
meeting
show
a
you
real-
that if Pierre could do it, anybody could do it.
It's true. Pierre could do it. Anyone could.
He can't even work a TV or a Zoom.
He
He's
can
like
do it.
me.
Caveman can do it.
Cavemen were probably smoking weed,
I think so. That's why we still here.
or at least doing it edible wise.
He comes back on, he's all.
They shrimp. They
What were we
sprinkle it
talking
with dinosaur bones.
Yeah. So
So does that help you guys?
Yeah.
Give you some ideas?
Absolutely.
Let's hear from you guys. See, I love it. I got a new customer and a possible add-on. Who's that? Clinton.
nice,
Oh,
Clinton. Awesome.
Sounds good. Deborah here. Deborah. Okay, Deborah. Thank you. Bring value to the people. Rising tide. The rising tide rise all ships.
Raises all ships. As a naval officer, we say ships and boats are the small things that you get on that are for like 5 people, 10 people. A ship is like hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Very inspiring. Jocelyn. Oh, Jocelyn's still on. Is it Jocelyn?
Hey, this is Deb. Can I share something? Hi, everyone.
Sure, Deb.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
So, the trickle effect really works. And when also, you don't want to rush everything on them. You want to slowly trickle the information. So the last video I sent to my friend, Patrick Haskett, he's dynamic. He lives in Granite Bay. He's a screenwriter. And so he calls me and he says, Debs. He calls me Debs. I go, what? And he goes, I got to sign up. I got to sign up. I go, sign up for what? He goes, for Club Nirvana. Everyone's talking about it. And I go, yeah, really? Yay. So anyway, he signed up. He's gold, but we're going to meet. He'll probably join on Monday. He's already texted me this morning. I've got this chick in Capitola. I want to sign her up. Slow down.
Wow.
Process. So yeah, wait till you meet him. He's dynamic. But
Congratulations.
So Rich,
Pierre.
hey, sorry, my phone fell out as I'm driving to my next appointment and rushing. I took a turn, my phone flew on the floor and I couldn't see you guys, but I heard everything. So pretty much what you said is exactly right. I had no idea what TCB or CHP or any of that stuff was. All I knew, the extent I knew about it is my younger son loved to smoke marijuana. But I invested in some of these little small cap companies in Canada that were involved in the marijuana, business and the, the growth and distribution because they've been legal for a while, right? So that's the only extent I knew about it. But when I was approached by our friend Davey, when they first were trying to do this, when he first told me marijuana, oh man, I said, I'm trying to get my son to stay away from that shit. Sorry. So I was really not, a candidate for this stuff. I have a very successful real estate business. I've been doing this for 40 years, as you said, Rich. But what attracted me was, after it was well explained to me, is the health part of it. Like I said, if they told me about weed and bud and selling all that stuff, I had no interest in that at all. I've never smoked. I can tell you honestly, I never had any interest. Always played sports when I was in school, soccer, track, running, all this stuff. So honestly, for me, it was really brand new. But I knew Davey Dave, and I knew he wouldn't get involved in some stupidity, with his background. And then when I met Tom, I was very impressed with Tom, and that's where it all started. So that's kind of why I got involved. I really didn't need any more. I mean, I work 7 days a week as it is, because I love it, not because I really need to do all this stuff, but I love the I've always loved being around people. I'm a people connector. So that's kind of what happened. And I have no regrets. I love it. I love the people. And honestly, when I called you guys, it's exactly what you said. I had no intention of even signing you guys up. I
No
really
agenda.
No, I wanted you guys to save me from if I'm making a mistake, because you know this business and you've been telling me, and I've gotten involved in buying some of the creams and health products from you guys before. So I was really like looking for guidance and help. And I said, hey, who else would I call? You guys were my first phone call, because I love you guys and respect you, and I know you've done so well in this business. And it was like, hey, I might, what am I getting involved with? I mean, I honestly, if it wasn't for Davey Dave and his friendship and introduced me to Tom and being impressed by Tom and his background and what he's done, I would have never, I would have just said thanks, guys. But when they first told me about it, we're actually at a golf tournament in Lake Tahoe, and Davey Dave said, "Are you going to be up there?" I said, "Yeah, I've been going up there for 25 years, with all the athletes and stuff." So he said, "We're going to come up there, and I want to meet some of those guys and some of the athletes. Want to meet Jerry Rice?" I said, "No problem. Come on up. Tell me what you guys are doing." And when he first said marijuana, I said, I don't think Jerry Rice will be a candidate. He is Mr. Clean. He is, his body is like a temple. I said, this guy, you mentioned marijuana, he's going to run. I said, so the way they presented it to me and the way about health and wellness, I presented it to him, and he said, yeah, I'll meet. I heard a little bit about it because Joe Montana had invested in that and a couple other guys. And this is kind of what happened, just came out of nowhere. And sometimes, the best things in life are serendipity, when you're not looking for anything, and I wasn't looking for anything.
And again, guys, listen, Pierre, I know you have, I'm going to just tell him, you have about $100 million in inventory.
I have over 100 million listings right now. Yeah.
Okay. So he's not a lightweight in the Silicon Valley, 100 million in listings, his company. So he's not a lightweight. Got it? Yeah. Clinton, how many awards, he's a award-winning musician. How many Grammys? These aren't lightweight. Shannon, Jamar, these aren't lightweight people, but I have to tell you, Anthony, not a lightweight. He's got all kinds of business around the world, but someone had the cojones to call them. And the funny thing is, none of us, including you and I and Pierre and Jamar and anybody, none of us were interested. Anthony said, what the hell? None of us were interested when we first heard about it. Okay. None of us. Now, Mike, so what does that tell you? None of us were into. We had to be educated, a little follow-up, a little kindness.
Absolutely.
And Pierre called Mike Daughter, Super Bowl champion, Raiders in the 80s, been in networking many, many years. He was with the UN, worked for the UN. He was graduate from Stanford, Columbia, International School.
Very successful in one of the businesses that he ran.
And I asked Pierre, not Pierre, Dot, without Pierre on the phone, I said, how did you get involved? And Dot started to tell me, well, I was always looking at cannabis. I said, no, stop. How did you get involved? Well, Pierre called me and I looked up. No. How did you get involved? Can I tell you? He goes, yeah, tell me. Pierre called you and you were open or not, doesn't matter. Pierre called you and was excited. He goes, oh yeah, that's right. And he was spitting stuff on you. He was, yeah, he was. And I even said, Dot told me, Pierre, calm down.
Yeah.
He's so excited. Calm down. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? BBB, QBB, XYZ, IOU, KGB, IRS. What are you talking about? And he goes, okay, it's cannabis. And Dot's like, okay, tell me a little more. Well, and he just fumbled through it, but he said, get the Tom, get the exposure. Let me get you on with Tom. He goes, oh, okay, Pierre, I know you. I'll listen to Tom. Tom gets on one phone call. There's a little interest now.
Hey,
Yeah,
Susanna
second phone
Rich.
call.
Susanna Rich, yeah, well, I know I had, you guys didn't because I was on the phone actually. I just picked up another customer and another add-on to the team. So yeah, Monday he'll be joining the meeting.
While you're on the call.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
We got
yeah.
another
That's
Davey
awesome.
Dave and Anthony.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hey, I got a win too. I just had someone that I touched 2 weeks ago with some content, and her boyfriend are coming to the meeting tonight that we're having here in Los Angeles. They want to get a detailed look at the opportunity. So the system works. You drip on people and you just follow up with them.
Exposure.
And everybody is becoming more open to this idea of cannabis for health and wellness, and that's what. And we have done so much work right here, which I'm impressed again with Tom and what he's doing, and Dave. Educating people has been a big part of this, and people are more and more open. They go, oh yeah, no, I heard. And anybody you talk to, I mean, we have a lady here who's a zillionaire of Woodside. She said, no, I've been using this TC, THC, whatever. I've been using it on my knees. I'm a tennis player and all that. But I said, well, you got to use our product because our product's got is more concentrated. It's stronger. The stuff that you buy at Safeway is nothing like this. And she jumped all over it. And everybody, oh no, I've been using it. You know, and people tell you, oh, I've been buying it for my parents. It's so funny when you engage in a conversation, how much people have learned about this just in the last couple of years. It's mind blowing, you know.
So Pierre, I want to thank you. I love it. You guys feeling that energy? He still can't get the initials right, but it don't matter.
Right.
Some of you guys are like repeating CBD 10,000 times in the mirror. Forget it. Screw the whole thing. You cannot, what I'm trying to say is if you get the consciousness of this, if I had a lie detector test on a little polygraph, do you want to make money, extra money? No, liar. Do you know about cannabis? Would you love to get involved in cannabis before everybody else hears about it? No, liar. Deep down, everybody wants more time, freedom, more, be in front of the hottest trends. Everybody does. We all know you wish Google called you, when they're searching. You all wish that Microsoft called you when they launched. We all wish that Apple called us, and we got stories of people that were there.
Hey, Rich, we did get some calls, but we passed on them.
So with Dot, the point I'm making with Mike, is Dot wasn't but 2 phone calls with Tom. And he's like, and he flew. Mike Dot moved from New York to California after 2 phone calls with Tom. Now, we don't have Tom available.
Rich, sorry. We all did get phone calls from the Google.
Stop it, Rich.
Pierre, you put yourself on mute. Pierre, unmute yourself.
I did it tomorrow. I'm messing with him.
So one of our friends, I mean, there's stories like this all the time, but one of my friends said he got a call to be an original investor in Google. And the guy said, we already have Yahoo and all that stuff. What the hell is Google, And he passed on it, and of course, you probably jumped off a building by now. But anyways, but there are stories like that. So I
was in a meeting in downtown San Jose. What's the hotel or this hotel? Yeah. Anyway, I was a keynote speaker, and there was about 300 or 400 people. And I was giving an example about getting involved. And I said, so if you guys got involved in 1996 when Microsoft launched, 1996, if you just put a little $10 million there, or $10,000 into Microsoft when they launched, you'd be worth about $10 million. So you didn't do it. $1 billion. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. So that's why you're here. I'm assuming nobody did it. And one little lady goes, I went, oh shit. And I go, stand up, please. She goes, I invested $10,000 in Microsoft when they were 1996. I said, what are you doing here? She goes, I sold it. Don't quit. What's going to happen 5 years from now, 10 years, when this $1 billion company called Nirvana Gold Rose Club, you got involved in the beginning? Oh, you must be making, how you doing now? I quit. I had 4 rejections. 4 people told me no. And they were all lying anyway, but I didn't realize it.
Hey, Rich. Hey, Rich. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So I will talk to you. Thank you, guys.
Okay,
I gotta
Pierre.
run to my appointment here.
Okay.
See ya.
Thank you, guys. So I think
Love and kisses. Bye.
God bless.
XOXO.
We're
Bye.
wrapping up. Anybody have any comments or questions or things that are
Hey,
helping?
I got something that just came to my head, Rich, off of something you said. Everyone's lying, so be the lion.
Right.
Ooh.
Let me see your leg.
Oh.
Let me see your leg, bro.
Jamar said, don't be the dog, be the
Can you get
cat.
it closer?
He's got a lion on tattoo.
It's just like Bitcoin. People didn't believe in Bitcoin either in the beginning, and look at it.
Thank you, Jamar. Thank you, Nita.
No
Yeah.
problem.
So the thing is, though, you whoops, how do you get that off? You just can't get discouraged. You have to literally put the blinders on. People tell you yes, people tell you no, and it's all grist for the mill. They tell you yes, great. They tell you no, you get a referral. I prefer to not even ask them to do the business. Just get a referral. You know why? Because when you go to get a referral, who do you know, Susanna? If she's interested, she'll say, "What is it?" Why would she say, "What is it?" Not for the other person referral. She's thinking about herself. What is it? Tell me more. So I can tell my friends. Not really. She's asking for herself. She's asking, tell me more about it. Because she doesn't want to admit, I'm freaking broke, I need something. She doesn't want to admit that to her friends. So I asked her who she knows, and 2 things are going to happen. She's either definitely going to give me a referral, or she's going to ask, tell me a little bit more about it for me. And if she's interested, guess who's going to come to me? She, like it's happening to Clinton and Jamar, she is going to come to me in a couple of days and say, hey, I did research, for my people. I might know someone. I'm kind of interested myself. It's looking pretty good. I kind of tricked her into taking a look. It's an ethical trick because it's going to be good. So that's why we pump the referral consultant indirect approach so hard, because you'll get unlimited leads and they'll either say, me, what about me? Or that's cool if they don't. I prefer they don't. I like when they say, I don't know, but let me look at it. Let me think who I know, because that person's going to be awesome. Because what's going to happen is she's going through her mental Rolodex. She's going through her phone book in her mind, or her iPhone, 600-800 people. She's going through Facebook, who she knows. There's thousands of people I just access by asking one simple question. I indirectly have thousands of people, a lifetime of contacts now I have access to. What if you did that to 20 people? I did this, a true story. I made my first million off 28 people. I talked to 28 people about this, who they know. I made a list of 50 of the best people on the planet. I got to number 28. I don't remember what happened to my list. I don't remember 29. I was so busy from referrals that I didn't even I forgot about my list. I'm like, I don't need anybody else. I got so much business going. Does that help you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Good or good? Raise your hand. Thumbs up. Okay. Anything else? We got to wrap up. Oh, I got another call. Okay. Anybody else have any questions that you want to, that's helpful?
Sell through, not to people.
And I would say sell. Yeah, you're doing something to them, for them, not to them. And also just share. You're not really selling, because you're sponsored. When you sell somebody a car, I never see that person. I sell them a house, I maybe never see them again. But we're not selling a house or a car or a product. We're sponsoring someone. We're sharing the products, like Pierre just talked about, with people who have a need. And we're sharing the opportunity. We're sharing this thing, and then we sponsor them. Sponsor them means I'm not just selling them. When I sponsor someone, I'm required to kind of train them and stick to them. And my sponsor is going to help me. Right, Jamar and Shannon?
Absolutely.
Is Jamar helping you?
Oh, he's helping me a lot. Yeah. I pick his brain every time I can.
Right. And then you're calling me.
Yes. I pick yours a lot.
Jamar, and you got all this love and support. And now you're on Voxer and you just ask me quick questions. Boom, 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 boom. 1-minute questions. And my Voxer guys, thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome.
She's awesome. So my Voxer, how do they get Voxer?
It's an app. They can download it.
Via, you want to type that in?
Voxer.
You want to type? or Jamar, can you type in Voxer and then my name? How do they get?
Yeah, just look up and then let me enter our phone number because we're both on Voxer and we answer on Voxer really quick questions. So
Voxer's like a walkie-talkie.
yeah.
It's better than text because you can just push a button and say, hey, Shannon, yeah, the answer 5:30. I can be there. Okay, look forward to seeing you. Boom. Walkie-talkie sensor. She can go, oh, cool, Rich, thanks. I'll let Jamar know. Boom. While you're driving, you don't have to text and push a button.
What is that called, Rich?
I put it in the
It's
chat.
in the chat.
Okay.
Voxer.
Cool.
And one of the other things, too, I want to point out, Susanna and Rich, is, you know, this type of business is really personal development in disguise. And the level of coaching that you can receive here, the value of it is really, it's really invaluable because in most cases you have a coach, you pay that coach to deliver some results for you. But that coach isn't really aligned. Ultimately, if you do well, that coach doesn't get paid more if you do well. So there's not really an incentive to make sure that the stuff they teach you actually works. It's just, here's some stuff I learned from a book. Here's some stuff I got a certification for that I learned in a course. But there's no alignment and incentive for them to really make sure you win. With this business, you guys are giving us high-level coaching that people would pay $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month to get. And that's the value. And I just want people to really get that because, I mean, I'm a coach professionally. I charge people thousands of dollars for my time. And so what you guys are pouring into us is because there's an alignment of mission. So when you said earlier, grow the man, grow the woman, grow the business, you're willing to pour into us because you know there could be some tremendous transformational stories that occur. And that's really what fills Rich up because Rich doesn't need the money. You know,
We
Jocelyn?
joined, thank you. That's well put,
Yeah.
Jamar. Thank you. Yeah, the value of what we're doing. You know, Robert Kiyosaki, you know, the Rich Dad guy, Rich Dad, Poor Dad series. He said in all his books, he always says, whatever you do, get into real estate because the leverage. But before that, whatever you do, get into network marketing. Just join any company, don't matter. And why? You might make some money. If you do make money, put it into real estate. If you don't make money, it's cool. The best trainings in the world are network marketers. Why are they the best trainers? He said what Jamar said, because they don't get a nickel. They train you for free and they don't get a nickel until you succeed, right? So they have a vested interest in your success. So he said, you got to join a network. So it's like $100, whatever, you get great products, but do it for the training. Do it for a couple of years, then quit. I'm not recommending that here, but do it for a couple of years and then quit. It's going to help you towards whatever business you start. So Jamar, thank you for that. And we do charge thousands, but we charge a lot, you know, 6 figures in some cases to coach with us. But we did this for free. Pierre met us at a seminar here in California, and we were doing this for 10 years for free because we know how to do marketing and coaching. So from our business, and I said to the guy, hey, I'll coach your people. And this guy had this global organization. He was doing like $200,000, $100,000, $200,000 a year. And I said, what are you doing, man? This thing should be millions. He goes, well, show me how to do it. Okay, give me the mic. And it took him a while. I said, give me the mic. He said, no, give me the damn mic. Now I'll do it. And we sold, you know, $50,000 instead of $5,000. Within about 3 years, he went from $100,000 a year to 3.4 million, just by these principles. And guess how much we charge them?
0.
Not a nickel. He kept saying, you don't want 1%? No. Pay for our expense. We travel, you know, our airfare and our food, hotel. Other than that, I don't want a nickel. I'll make you a meal. I don't care. I love training people, leading, teaching, inspiring. This is our passion.
Basically,
transformation.
we love the transformation that comes from, because we know that everybody inside of you, you have what you desire and in your heart to become. We know it's there. And all we're doing is coaching. Like Jamar says, we're coaching you to tap into that part of you so it comes forward and you start experiencing your potential in that. Because don't believe the lies that you tell yourself from your head, because in your heart, you know it's there.
That's right.
Just helping you to pull that out of you.
Yeah, don't believe a word you say to yourself. Don't believe a thought you say, because most of it's going to be sabotage. So we're trying to go take that journey to the heart where people really start to develop. And when you're like Pierre was coming from his heart, there was no word track or nothing. And he was sputtering it and he was just being from his heart. And how can you say when someone's sharing from their heart and they're not desperate? He wasn't like needing us, right, Shannon? No neediness meter. He just like, it's cool if you do or don't, but I just want to share with you because I love you guys. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take a look. You got me. You know, I was just going to take a look so I could tell him you fucked up here. Man, what are you doing? Then I met Tom and I went, oh my God, this is better than you said. Pierre, you're horrible. This guy's way better. Tom can tell the deal. He's like, that's why I brought you to Tom. And now we have Tom on video. You can just send it to him.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to travel around, or you send the video, have people listen to Tom or whatever you like. The Judge Bench story, whatever.
Yeah.
Why are you guys still here? 23 people are still here.
So fun.
I gotta go.
Could you go do something?
I got company. I gotta go.
What's that, Sandy?
I think this is really good information, you know.
I'm actually learning so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I'm
Shake.
actually here.
Shake shows up all the time. The guy is gonna be
Because I love you guys.
Oh, we love you.
Hey,
too.
know what it is that I know this company is gonna help a lot of people, and it starts with yourself. And I know that I always have personal development to do. So so this is the perfect combination. And the only frustration I have is that I want people to see what you guys are doing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, come on. Like, do you not need this? So you smoke weed, but you don't want to make any money. It doesn't make sense. So, but the system, once I lock into the system, is going to work, and I feel good about being in this company. So thank y'all.
Thank you, Shake. Love you, brother.
Love you.
And Wilson, did you want to say? You look like you had something to say. No, Wilson?
So much to say. Honestly, with me, the way that you guys have set up a system to give back and to generate money to the customer and the member himself, like it's unbelievable. And the thing that stands out to me the most is that you got a million cannabis clubs out here, but not one of them is giving back the way that y'all giving back. And you guys are online retail business. Like, y'all doing this online through the web. And you got people out here every day spending an eighth, and that eighth isn't giving back. Like, we're talking about giving back for a lifetime as long as this person is smoking weed. This is game changing. This is game changing, and I just believe in it. And I'm not going to give up until everybody that I know have a membership and have access to these products, period. Whether it's bath bombs, whether it's body rubs, I want people to have this access because, for one, it gives back. For two, it gives to the people. So it's like the gift that just keeps on giving. It's like, how do you do that in the cannabis industry? It's unbelievable. But you know what? I'm going to keep preaching. I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep going live until everybody understands that there's more than one way to give back. And this is one way. Like, let me tell you, I done spent probably, oh my God, over $500,000 just by myself consuming weed. And I think about all the people I bought weed from and all the cannabis clubs I went to and all the times I got weed I didn't want and all the times people brought me what they thought I needed. I mean, think about the people out here with the real bipolar medical condition, like people that's schizo. Half of this weed that we're getting, we don't even know what's in it. So we don't know how we're going to respond to it, how our body's going to respond to it, how that's going to affect us emotionally and physically. And me personally, I'm a hypochondriac, and I'm a doctor to myself first before I let a doctor be my doctor for me. With that being said, I dug deep, and you guys have a vape pen that I ordered, and I tell you, I've been sitting on flour for weeks because of this vape pen. How it's helped me mentally, my focus, my desire to even smoke flower, it's much different. And I feel like it's more on the medical side with me because I stand up for the people who have diagnosis and don't know about it and isn't aware of it and isn't aware that smoking this underground weed is really causing triggers in your relationship with your family, your kids, yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't have to smoke anything, first off. Second off, we should be able to feel some type of way. And smoking this vaping and smoking the Nirvana products, and I feel like I can keep my eyes open. I can focus. I'm more clear-headed. Like, there's so much. So really just kind of finding a balance where I can just calmly go live and present these products and just kind of talk about them and get people to be more aware of them, that it's deeper than buying weed. You know what I mean? Like, know what you put in your system. When we go to the market and we go buy broccoli, we're not gonna go buy the brownest broccoli. When we go buy spinach, we're not gonna go buy that soggy wet spinach, because we are focused on what we put in our body. But we don't think that way when it comes to cannabis. We just like, give me what you give me. You know what I mean? Oh man, this is what you got. Oh damn. You know what I mean? And then the cannabis clubs, they're like, well, this is what we have. This is all I can afford. But it's like, it's a different way to go about it. And I really feel like this is the game changer. It's the help.
Thank you, Wilson. I can tell you had something to say.
Something to say.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wilson.
Awesome.
My son brought this for me. It says, never broke again. That's true with Nirvana. You'll never be broke again.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's a little thing that he wanted to hang up in the room. So
thank you. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for sharing your hearts. Thank you for sharing
Is
your.
Clarence on here?
Clarence is
He
not
has a
here.
different- Is
I don't think
Clarence
he's
on here? No.
But we're gonna let you all go. We went way over time, but I think it was just wonderful to connect. And
22 out of 23 people
yes.
stayed on.
I know, that's
Let's
amazing.
gang up on whoever got off. Let's gang up on them.
All right, guys. Hopefully,
Thank
see
you.
value of coming to this Saturdays and Mondays. So
Love to you
encourage
guys in
your
Southern
team.
California, Northern California.
Yay.
England.
Hey, Southern California.
Southern Cal.
Be growing.
I'll be up there on the 20th in Granite Bay.
Yeah, we'll see you Super Saturday.
Yes.
So get on, hold on.
Yeah,
For next
you guys
week,
going to
Monday,
Saturday?
Monday, 5:30, right? Your call for
Monday,
more detail.
5:30, yeah.
Tuesday and Thursday are different people doing the Zoom presentation,
They're doing the local meetings.
local meetings, not Zoom live.
Not Zoom yet. No.
There's no live
No, they're live. Yes.
on Tuesday,
Live,
Thursday.
Yes.
But
yes.
they
Where's
can-
the freebies? Where's the freebies?
We just had an hour and a half of it.
And on
We
Wednesdays,
talking about product.
Wednesdays at sorry guys, Wednesdays at same time as Matt Lindsay about products, and then we're back here next Saturday to get you started.
Clinton, are you on the list to get the free Shuffle digital business card and the iDecide? Are you on our list?
Not that I know of. I'm sorry, because I'm in your meeting. Got a label executive meeting going on here.
Okay, that's what we're talking to. 'Cause that's free because providing that. Oh, make sure you're on the. If you guys, Tom is gifting you guys a year subscription to the iDecide and the Shuffle. So email support at Nirvana Gold Rush with your member ID, your name and email. So we make sure you're on that list to get your version. Your
I will wrap up, guys, with some love.
Okay.
Notice that most of these meetings have about, by the time you're done, about half are gone. There are 23 people, now they're 22. So there's an interest in what we're doing. So get your people on. We're going to get them inspired, get them motivated, give them some love, let them feel connected. Reach out to me or Susanna, especially me. How can they get the Voxer through that?
They have to go. They go.
You just gotta add it.
Okay,
You just gotta add. I already added both of you. So all you gotta do is download the app and then type in your number and add you as a contact, and you're in.
Okay.
So
Not the name. Not the name.
No, I
Shake?
know. Just put in your name. Just put in the number, and then you add it as a contact.
So there's my number, guys, 831-431-0203, Rich Furlanick. And reach out to me, especially you want to go do virtual training stuff. Okay. God bless. Let's
Richard,
love.
Susanna,
Thank
are you
guys.
guys going to be at Super Saturday?
Yes, we'll be at Super Saturday.
Oh, I get to meet you in person.
Woo!
I bought
too.
my
See you
ticket
guys.
last night.
Thank
so.
you,
That'd be awesome.
Clinton, Wilson, everybody joined in. Everybody joined in. Thank
Bye,
you
Holly.
for everything. Okay,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Have a fantastic weekend.
Have a good